2023-2027. Abraham Lincoln aptly said, and I quote, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." It is a very nostalgic day for me. Exactly 10 years ago in this very season, and as your first governor, I made a promise of what I would deliver. Today, we are not only witnessing the fulfillment of the stipulation of the County Governments Act that each county must have a 5-year county integrated development plan to set forth clear goals and objectives, show clearly the expected outcomes, provide a monitoring and evaluation, and spell out a clear reporting mechanism. We are witnessing the pathway to the fulfillment of my social contract with the people of Bungoma from 1 decade ago. Ladies and by experts or an elite team, it is a result of continuous engagement and diverse public participation with the people of Bungoma County. It expresses their aspirations, needs and dreams and the development they envisage over the next 5 years. It crystallizes the opinion of all the elected leaders in the Bungoma County, opinion leaders, women and youth leaders, national government officials, religious leaders, the business community, professionals, locally based community-based organizations, and friends of our county. It is a result of concerted effort to interpret and actualize the desires and needs of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, through this process, we as the people of Bungoma can together find the best solutions to achieve good long-term development through citizens' participation. My administration acknowledges the function of planning as that overall framework for development, and which effort affords us the opportunity to effectively coordinate the work of all spheres of governance to achieve a coherent plan to improve the quality of life for the people of Bungoma County. We have taken into account the conditions and problems and resources available for development. We have established a credible baseline in order to measure results and as outlined by my administration's approach to governance and development. This is our development blueprint, the foundation upon which we draw our annual budget for the next 4 years. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure the CIDP is not grafted in a vacuum. It derived its content from other developed long-term county plans, namely the county spatial plan and sectoral plans. As we actualize our CIDP, we effectively integrate the Global Agenda 2030 on Sustainable Development Goals, Africa's Agenda 2063, and the 4th Medium-Term Plan of the Kenya Vision 2030, the MTP4. We will leverage on the national government agenda that is geared towards economic turnaround and inclusive growth, and which aims to increase investments in micro, small, and medium enterprise, housing and settlement, healthcare, the digital, superhighway, and creative industry. Our CIDP will help us remain committed to good governance and public management. My government places a high value on transparency and accountability, regulatory reforms, and leadership. I want a well-run government in which there exists a balance between economic and social goals on the one hand and individual and communal goals on the other. Good governance aims to encourage the efficient use of resources and ensure accountability and stewardship of those resources. We are only the duty bearers. The people of Bungoma remain the right holders. Ladies and gentlemen, as I promised in my exam, this phase of our development agenda will be hinged on last mile completion of ongoing projects, which include completion and equipping of the 300 and 100 bed capacity maternal and child blocks at Bungoma County Referral Hospital and Sirisia Sub-County Hospital respectively. Expansion and modernization of Masinde Muliro Stadium, equipping of the county dairy processor at Webuye, operationalization of Chwele Chicken Slaughterhouse, completion of Brigadier Misiho Road. My government will undertake to complete the dualling of the 6.5 kilometer of the high traffic section of Mumias Bungoma Road C33 from Kandui Junction to Sangalo Junction. We will undertake a comprehensive agricultural support program to spur out through insurance of farm inputs, support extension work and farmers training, market and street lighting, trade loans, and the revival of youth, women and disability funds. Construction of affordable housing, education support program, construction of 3 major dams in Mount Elgon, Nabuyole and Namasanda. As a county, we do investment in industrialization. This weakens our efforts at value addition. To spur the growth, we are working with the national government to establish an industrial park to achieve the infrastructure economies of scale and aggregation. Evaluation has already been done, and the tenders will be awarded anytime now for the contractor to move on site to start the industrial park at Sangalo. In order to improve provision of health services in our county, we will work with the relevant regulatory bodies to meet the necessary conditions that will ensure that our county referral hospital is upgraded to level 5 hospital. The current expenditure and overheads, we have tendered for construction of our county headquarters as well as official residences of the county leadership. This will be completed in the next 2 financial years and will be at a modest cost. Ladies and gentlemen, in line with the stipulations of the UN SDG 13, we will take the necessary action to combat climate change and its impact by increasing climate resilience and promoting sustainable practices to mitigate the effect of climate change. In addition to environmental protection, we will encourage sustainable resource use to attain to remain environmentally sustainable. In the course of Generation CIDP, we have strengthened the policy, legal and institutional framework for that participatory decision-making which began in my first term in office. To measure performance and report to the people of Bungoma, effective monitoring, evaluation, reporting and learning will be an integral part of timely implementation of planned programs while embracing transparency and accountability. In the meantime, to achieve the County Integrated Development Plan 3, 2023-2027, we require 97.6 billion against a projected county revenue of 77.1 billion. This implies a funding gap of 20.5 billion. We have embarked on a robust on-source revenue enhancement through strengthened governance structures that will see our collection rise by over 66% in the short run. This is expected to incrementally grow and help bridge the funding gap. I also appeal to our development partners to help us by supporting programs and projects within the purview of their mainstream plans. I also intend to increase our fund-raising efforts by holding regular sectoral roundtable meetings with development partners. Nothing else, we have reason to celebrate this passage of time and acknowledge the blessings of the Almighty who has kept us alive this far. But we need not to be too unkind to ourselves. If we take stock of how we have acquitted ourselves of our responsibilities in the last year, you will agree with me that we have many conquests and successes to celebrate despite the many challenges we still face. Ladies and gentlemen, as your first and third governor, I intend the sum total of my shortcomings in the first term and walk in the steps that will have all built together in the last 10 years. As I said when I took my oath of office a year ago, I am buoyed by your renewed confidence in me, but acutely aware of the magic of the second chance. With God's grace and favor and your help, we will continue our journey forward even as we constantly remind ourselves just why it is that we live in this great county, to build a better future together. I want to recommend is committed to ensure effective and efficient use of public resources. I will not tolerate any public officer who attempts to break my social contract with the people. Even as we embrace public participation, I ask that you, the people who have put us in office, trust me and the team that I have put in place to diligently steer this ship, and that the decisions that we give is both respected and supported. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I want to remind us of the breadth of transformation that devolution has brought to the social landscape is, however, so broad that it is imperative that as a county, we harness these gains by ensuring we remain on the right course at all times. Our plans are the beginning of an intervention that seeks to better address this. Our success stories will rest on the pillars upon which we have planned and commit to execute. I'm greatly inspired to see every day in our county, and I stand by my clarion call that each one of us has a journey in this journey. I leave you with the words of Martin Luther King, and I quote, "Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a train. If you can't be a sun, be a star. But for it isn't my size that you will win or fail. Be the best whatever you want. Asanteni sana. So we'll do the launch